Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Mike McCarthy is the producer behind the boards. It's that time of the year where we go through all 32 teams with our 7-round mock draft. And before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. First, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the team, not based off what I think will happen or what will actually happen in April's draft. And we use Football Game Plan Scouting's prospect rankings and big board, which you could find at footballgameplan.com/FBGP Scouting. These picks are based off what I believe the team needs are, and there are no trades in this mock draft. And finally, it's only a mock draft, so you can relax that sphincter and enjoy the video. I think the Bills would be able to make out like bandits if they were able to grab Houston's Ed Oliver. He's as dominant of an interior defensive lineman since Aaron Donald and would be a great addition to this Bills defensive front. Continuing to build the point of attack pressure with Old Dominion's O'Shane Jimenez, the 6'4", 255-pound edge rusher, could serve as a pass rushing specialist early on, while also being groomed behind Lorenzo Alexander as a possible Sam backer down the road. I know the Bills just signed Mitch Morse in free agency, but I like Eric McCoy out of Texas A&M here in the 3rd round, giving them another talented interior offensive lineman up front. With 2 picks in round 4, I want to give Josh Allen some offensive playmakers and running back Devin Singletary out of Florida Atlantic and tight end Alize Mack out of Notre Dame. Singletary says he patterns his game after LaShawn McCoy, and Mack gives them another flex option at tight end to go along with Tyler Croft. In the 5th round, Iowa State's Akeem Butler was still on the board here, and it makes sense to continue to stockpile offensive talent around their young quarterback. Heading back over to the defensive side of the ball with their 2nd, 5th round pick in Notre Dame's linebacker Drew Tranquill. I'm a big fan of his sideline speed, and just makes this second level for the Bills even faster. Strengthening the tight end depth here with Isaac Nauta out of Georgia, the seldom used former Bulldog, could be a viable H-back option in Buffalo. 2 small college prospects to close out round 7 in cornerback Steven Denmark out of Valdosta State and Marvin Connolly out of West Florida. Both were high-level Division II standouts. Denmark, a former wide receiver turned defensive back that's cut from the same cloth as former corner Brandon Browner, while Connolly was stellar at the Tropical Bowl as well as the FCS Bowl, showing the ability to play corner or safety a la current Bills defensive back Jordan Poyer. So that's a wrap here from the Football Game Plan Scouting Studios. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. Don't forget to check out and subscribe on iTunes to Football Game Plan Podcast, where you can find our Scout Team podcast, which features a bunch of prospect interviews from the 2019 class. And as always, subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network, located at youtube.com/footballgameplan.